Dear children, let us start exploring the economics textbook for standard 10, which is named as Understanding Economic Development. In this particular book, we will be studying these 5 main chapters. Chapter 1, Development. Chapter 2, Sectors of the Indian Economy. Chapter 3, Money and Credit. Chapter 4, Globalization and the Indian Economy. And chapter 5, which is very much applicable in life, that is consumer rights. We will have first 4 chapters in the board exam in the form of question and answers, whereas chapter 5 will be tested through the assignments and through the periodic test. We will begin with our short introduction to the chapter 1, Development. Chapter 1, Development. Now, the book itself is named as Understanding Economic Development. So, obviously, we have to explore the word first of all, that is development. Let us see first of all what are we going to see and understand in this particular chapter. This particular chapter we will be having these many topics. First of all, we'll go with the meaning of the development, which will also include the features of development. We will be studying income and other goals. We will be having the third topic, that is national development. Comparing different countries and states. Here we will compare India with other countries also, and even within India we will be comparing the states. Obviously, this comparison will be on the basis of the level of their development. We will be also seeing income and the other criteria. In life, income, the money is not only important thing. There are many other criteria also which comes under the development. We will be studying these criteria through examples and few case studies in this particular section. We will be having the public facilities introduction to us. Public facilities as it is we will be studying in our detail, in the complete detail in the further chapters also. Here we will be studying what are the public facilities, what is its importance. And obviously, as it is the development, the sustainable development will not be left. The times need and the time requires sustainable development for today. Let us begin with the features of the development. Features, I will begin with the meaning of development. When I ask development means what? Obviously, all will give me the different answers, because development, definition, meaning, the goal, the achievement will differ from person to person. That is why we conclude the first feature of development, that is development means different to different people. Here are some examples. If I take the example of landless rural laborer, obviously what will be the development for him? He may require or he may demand more days of work and better wages, of course. He may also demand local school is able to provide him the education and even for the children. If I am having an example of a prosperous farmer, obviously what can be his developmental goal? Assured high family income through higher support prices for the crops. Let us take one more example. If a girl from a rich urban family, what might be the developmental goal for her? Maybe she requires as much freedom as her brother is given, and also to take her own decision. We have just seen 3 examples, but in that also the development was different for different people. So, this is one of the important feature of the development. Let us move to the second feature. Second feature says what may be the development for one may not be the development for the other. At times we find that what may be the development for one may be even destruction for the another. Let us take an example of Sardar Sarovar Dam. Sardar Sarovar Dam, which is constructed on river Narmada. We know that right from its construction before during constructions and even after the construction, we are having the fight of Narmada Bachao Andolan going on. Now, why this fight is going on when the Sardar Sarovar Dam is constructed for the development of the people? Obviously, because the dam has brought the development only to a group of people, whereas there are so many people like the tribals, the farmers, the environmentalists and all, they are not having it as a development. They have lost their livelihood, we have lost the ecosystem, we have lost the environmental balance also. Likewise, we see there are so many examples. So, hence what may be the development for one may not be the development for the another. Let us move to the third topic or the third feature of the development. Development is also a kind of mixed goals. It means people at the same time may demand 2 to 3 different things which are may be possible or may not be possible. So, development can be the mixed goals also. Like here they have given you the example of a woman. Women, she wants to work outside, she wants to actually earn the complete fame and all. She also wants to be self-dependent, but at the same time she has to manage her household work also, and that is also her demand basically, that is also her goal, one of the goal. Now, at a time to manage these 2-3 things, definitely that is an example of the mixed goals. So, we had 3 features of the development. Different people have different developmental goals. What may be the development for one may not be the development for another, and third, the development may be having the mixed goals also. Now, development obviously is having the main criteria, and that is money, and that is why we see that the countries all over the world, we have divided into various categories such as developed countries, developing countries and underdeveloped countries. The main criteria which we use in this, particularly income or the money or the average income basically. Here we will be learning, but is it only the income which is making a country developed, or there are some other things also which can make a country developed? Here we have some other things, income and other goals. Besides seeking more income, people also seek for equal treatment. People also require freedom. They require security, and they also demand respect of the others. They actually do not like discrimination. In some cases, these may be more important than income, because material goods are not all that you need to live. Obviously, we all agree with this. Sometimes money is secondary in front of all these non-material goals. So, here we segregate money as material goal, whereas all these things will be the non-material. Let us move to the topic more. Money or material factor we can buy with it is one factor on which our life depends, but the quality of life also depends on non-material things. There are many things that are not easily measured, but they mean a lot to our lives. Here I would like to use one example. Suppose if you get a job in a far off place, let us consider as Kenya. Kenya is known as the country with the highest criminal rate also. Now, if a person is offered with a job in Kenya, where he has to leave his own country, his house, his family members, and then he has to go and settle down in Kenya, obviously with a very bright and the prosperous, or you can say a very high amount of income and all, but still a person who will be understanding the difference between material and non-material goals, he may reject the job, because for him in this case income is not the only thing of the development. For him even the non-material other goals are also important. The same concept applies at the national development. Till now, whatever regarding development we have seen, that was from person to person, and obviously people are the only one who are running a nation. So, how the developmental goal of a country can be same? The developmental goal can also differ from country to country, and hence different persons could have different as well as conflicting notions of a country's development, and hence we find that there are variety of countries with various kinds of developmental goals followed in own of their country. Today children, we have done 3 topics of this chapter: features of development, income and other goals, national development. The remaining chapters will be done in the further classes. You will be solving these 3 exercises, that is table 1.1 developmental goals of different categories of persons. You have to fill in the boxes. There is another, that is let's work these out. You will find the answers for these also, and then you will have the third exercise, let's work these out. I will be posting definitely the assignment for this particular session and with a date mentioned in that for the submission. For any further doubt, you will contact me or you will text a message to me on my personal number, or you can also post it on the group. Thank you.